I have recently made a mistake, a very costly one, a mistake that caused my cloud bill to go through the roof. You see, the bill for this personal project of mine went from $700 a month to over $8,000 in 1 month. And the worst part, it was completely avoidable. The worst part, I could have seen it coming. I could have saved a lot of money if I had just applied what I'm about to share with you today. This is personal. Alright, let's start with the basics. Cloud pricing calculators. AWS has one, Azure has one, Google Cloud has one. They are all free and they are all itching to be used. Let's take the one for AWS. The URL is calculator.aws and it's a public website. You don't need an AWS account for it. Just visit it, just start. It's just as easy as clicking on create an estimate, and you can add services, you can adjust usage levels, you can get an estimate of your monthly bill. Let me use it to show you my mistake. I went to create estimates and I chosen AWS step functions. And I know that I am getting pretty much around 2 million requests a day. And because I have many step functions, each one of them has around 10 to 11 transitions. Let me just put 15 transition per workflow. You can see the calculation here. You can see the monthly cost. We're talking about 22,000, right? And this was my big mistake. With a simple click, instead of using standard workflow, what if I had used express workflow? Let's do the same calculations. 2 million a day. Duration, it was around 150 milliseconds. And the value consumed was around 128. Here's the calculations. Here's what we're talking about. The same workflows, $86 if I had chosen express, $22,000 if I had chosen standard workflow. This one simple choice is about to bankrupt my ass. So this small error made it that my step functions cost went from being around $11 a month to over $4,600 a month. I don't have that kind of money to cover it. So I opened the case with AWS support team and hoping for the best, fingers crossed. At this point, I'm crossing everything I can cross. Anyway, this stupid mistake got me thinking about how to avoid selling our kidneys to pay our cloud bill. So let's dive into some tips that are hotter than a server room without cooling. Tip number 1 for you, location, location, location. When using a pricing calculator, picking the right region is like choosing the right neighborhood for your dream house. It makes all the difference. Prices vary by location. Of course, you want to be as accurate as possible to get accurate costs. Here's how much 6 instances of a T4G large on US East 1 cost you. $294. Now, if I go to Canada Central, I'm not changing anything except the region, it jumps to $322. What if I go crazy? I want to go to Singapore. It goes to $371. All I changed is the region. So be very mindful of the region you choose. Tip number 2, customize, but keep it simple. Let's talk about EC2 instances, essential and arguably the most used service in AWS by a long shot. Now, when configuring these bad boys, remember, simplicity is your friend. Shared tenancy, constant usage, and avoiding the bells and whistles can save you big time. Think of it as ordering a pizza. Do you really need all those extra toppings? Really? Tip number 3, don't forget about support. And I had to learn this the hard way, just like anything else worth it in life. AWS support is like that extended warranty the salesperson tries to upsell you, but in this case, it's actually worth considering. From basic to enterprise, there's a support plan for every size of project. Consider AWS support costs in your estimation to ensure you're not cut off guard when you need help at 5 p.m. on Friday. Because let's face it, that's when things usually break. Tip number 4, free is good. AWS loves giving away freebies as much as we love receiving them. Free tier Promotional credits and other goodies can slash your costs like a ninja in a balloon factory. So keep your eyes peeled for these deals, because who doesn't love a good bargain? Tip number 5. Monitor and set alerts. Please do this right now. If you had to take anything away from this video, stop this video, pause it, go and set alerts. Just imagine if you could have a financial advisor that screams at you every time you're about to overspend. That's what cloud monitoring and alerting tools are. But it's for your cloud budget, right? So I want you to use services like AWS CloudWatch or third-party tools to keep an eye on your spending and to get alerts before you blow through your budget. This is pretty much like having a guard dog, but for your wallet. I personally used a lot of these across the years. I used Vantage for its simplicity, and when I'm working with Kubernetes, I find myself going toward Cast AI. And look, I'm not a big company or anything, but I've been using Cast AI a long time before they agreed to sponsor this segment. It's because when it comes to Kubernetes, every second counts. And so I will take all the help that I can get. And Cast AI just makes it all look too easy. I can literally connect to Kubernetes cluster in literally 2 clicks. 1, 2. And that's why right after the connection is made, before doing anything else, I usually go click right away on available savings and just browse through the suggestions. So I'll check this workload right sizing toggle, and bam, another 20% saving just by applying the recommendations Cast AI came up with. I would check how much I'd save if I switched to Graviton, ARM instances, and you can see here 14.3% savings on this cluster if I convert it all to Graviton instances. And I haven't even touched on the other features yet, like the cost monitoring, which is always free without any retention limits. The security features that constantly scan your images for vulnerabilities and monitor the clusters for any suspicious activity, and the intelligent automations that dynamically optimize, rebalance, and auto-scale your clusters. And all of it from one single pane of glass. So if you're running Kubernetes on AWS, Azure, or GCP and ready to take control of your cloud costs, head over to Cast AI and use the dedicated link to optimize your first cluster for free. You'll thank me later, because life is too short to manage Kubernetes costs manually. So yeah, you can see now how I wish I had access to Cast AI for this personal project. Anyways, please learn from my mistakes. This was it for this video. I wanted to give you actionable, simple tips that you can apply today. Now, I'm gonna have to go back to writing to AWS support trying not to sell one of my kidneys in order to pay last month's bill. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.